Monday evening. What are your ops doing tonight? For those of you who have them, what are your ops doing? What would they do on a Monday night? Still trying to spin the block from the Friday night, put in work. It's a ridiculous conversation, I know. But this is where we're at with a lot of our youth and a lot of the subject matter or content that spills out through your regular news outlets. They lead with violence. They lead with, if it doesn't bleed, if it bleeds, it leads. That's their motto. The media. So you have the war, the Iranian situation, the Israel situation, the Yemen situation, what I've been telling you about for over a year on the hush for them, but we already knew what's going on. So here we are. Now we're on the heels of an election. Obama is lecturing black male voters as if, as if we just cattle, just trying to guide us through this hoop, guide us through that hoop. I'm all for whatever for the strongest candidate. I go based on the strongest candidate. And for me, I'll be honest with you, I can't see myself voting for Trump. Not with the policies he's endorsing. It's that same thing. It's that same old Reagan flip. It's a three-card Molly. You know what I mean? Look at all the code words, all the everything urban, just another word for black. Welfare recipients. You're just basically trying to target black people. Just same as equivalent to welfare queens. So it's those policies and all that Project 25 thing, and just the Republicans in general are just, to me, I don't know where they at. They just, I just don't know where they at. So I can't trust a party like that where I don't know where they stand. It's not that the Democrats are worthy of anybody's vote, because they have their own issues. First of all, they're just so perceived as being just almost like the Republicans, just worse, kind of, because they never seem to have any type of backbone when it comes to anything. And so they're perceived, to me, they come off in my eyes as being a weaker party because they don't stand on anything. The Republicans stood on, at least they stand on the raising of taxes and stuff like that, the fundamental things that they've always stood on. But right now, they've been caught up in this rapture with Donald Trump, and the man has been convicted in a court of law, and now we just don't even hold that to any standards. I mean, can I run if I got felony charges or been convicted of stuff that he's been convicted of? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, everybody is entitled to vote for the person they feel is going to will be the best person that they think they can live the next 4 years with. So there goes the challenge. You have to sell it. Running for office, running for the presidency is the biggest sell job. You have to sell yourself. Marketing. Look at the marketing they're doing towards Kamala Harris. She's not black enough. She's not a black person. She's fooling. She never claimed to be black. I mean, what does that all mean, though? So what? That doesn't impact. I'm worried about if there's a crisis, will she be able to handle it? She won't go off half cocked emotionally, on some. I don't know. You gotta be in control when you want to run for this office. I assume, but I could be wrong. Could be other people at play. She could have handlers, which a lot of the people who are her detractors said she has handlers. I mean, they've been saying that since Biden. So, I mean, look what Trump is stooping to. He's going out there. I guess he's making deals with McDonald's to close for a couple hours or a day or two while they go out there and pull a stunt like they're working. He's working with the fries and people ordering food. That's a stunt. Come on, it's crazy, and we go for it. We go for it. We go for it. We go for it. Because we love the salacious, just the goofiness of it all. We get caught up in everything's a joke, everything's funny. And I don't mind tongue-in-cheek Paul's, little jokey jokes and all that. But when you're trying to deceive, voters to think that you're in the trenches and you're doing this and doing that, and that's just a publicity stunt. It's crazy. You know what I mean? To me, it's crazy just to go all out to do that. I don't see where it's, I don't see any gain in that, to be honest with you. But, I don't know what your agenda is. And that's part of the problem. What kind of agenda do you have? You use the tropes of racism or the racist tropes to kind of get you in that Charlottesville type of crowd, and then you talking about, you did some things. I've helped black people the most ever since I've been the president of the United States in my presidency. Yeah, okay, whatever you want to, big up, I'm fine. But the division for me, it's just, I can't take it no more. It's just crazy. There's too much going on to be divided. And I understand people have their issues and stuff like that. I'm not saying we got to be kumbaya and all that. I'm just saying the division is crazy. It's constantly being pumped into the atmosphere, into the ethos. And that's the problem I have. We can only do it together as a nation. We can't have all these separate Americas and all that. That's just crazy. But we're going in that direction, it seems like. And it just seems like it's just one big design play. I don't know, it's just me. That's what I think. That's just how I think sometimes. No, just going by just a feel, just a vibe. It's a thought. As if you were riding on the highway and you just thoughts come to your head. I mean, so that's where I'm at. But I'm definitely going to vote. And I might write somebody in. I'm serious. Some teachers or something. I mean, somebody. I don't know. But as of right now, I don't know. I know I'm not going to vote for Trump. That's just not happening. I can't see it. And he hasn't impressed me this campaign at all. Nothing he has done. And that's no hate. I'm just going based on what they reported through the news, was through all, liberal, conservative media, straight down the middle media. I haven't seen where he hasn't overwhelming with anything that's new. It's more like, I'm going to back. He's going to go back. He's going to go back. He's going to reverse this. He's going to go back. We got to go forward. That's where I'm at. We got to go forward. So I'm not looking to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? That's just not where my mindset is to go forward. Technology wise, what's the new cutting edge invention or what's next on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. I think that's where a lot of other people are at when it comes down to the election. They're not heavy into this politic thing. I'm not. Because it's all, kind of scripted. Especially through the media and their interviews and everything, their editing, and you understand, it's all questions that's pre-approved through the campaign, so you're not going to get anything that's organic or raw or just real emotion. You're going to get something that's scripted. It's TV and it's marketing. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. So, what say you, the voters? You know what I mean? I need the hip hop community to step up in a big way and voice their opinion one way or the other, wherever you at. Just get out there and be active. That's what I'm saying. Get out there and be active. You know what I mean? If you think there's something on the other side that is better, okay, show me. I'm willing to take a look and just try something. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, because they're spending our money up and all this unnecessary bombings and wars and all that, cleaning up after other people's wars, and that's where the money is going. So they got plenty of money for that. But we know that. The people in the communities, we know. Come on, man. Where's those dollars? And you already saw the immigration joint. That right there. I'm gonna tell you right there, that part, that angered a lot of folks. I'm talking about all walks of life that I talk to. Just in passing, just talking about, everyday talk. And that was one of the main sensitive topics. Giving away all that money to those immigrants, that came over here, illegals, whatever. They got bust through here, bust through these cities, and taking up people. People, credit cards were being proposed of them receiving something like $400 or $800 a week, $2,000 a week, something like that. I'm like, bro, that's our money. That's our money. What are we doing? We just a safe haven for any. I mean, come on, bro. The Venezuela gangs and the people just open up their prisons and say, "Oh, go to America." And we just turned our back and just act like we ain't seen nothing. It's like it was in the 80s. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna go and just let them in. You know what I mean? It's foul. I mean, if you ask me, it's foul. That means you got too much money. That means the country got too much money on its hands. You know what I mean? The purse strings are too loose. I don't mind the purse strings being open, but if you opening up the books for somebody else, and we had to step in the back of the line, and we from the same country, we from here, then I got a problem with that. So I can see why people are kind of looking at Trump like Trump will clean that up. I can see that. That's fair. I mean, I just think that they all, even under Trump, they were coming in. Remember, Trump was dealing with the same little thing. You know what I mean? He was blaming the Democrats and, it's up to them. They don't want to pass. It's all a blame game. When it comes down to it, everybody's blaming each other. Everyone is blaming each other. But who's coming up with the solutions? But we're paying constantly, the taxpayer. Every time I look at my check, money is coming out and going to Ukraine, Israel. You know what I mean? We don't know. The only thing that's saved is probably local taxes. We don't even know where the local tax is going. Maybe they in cahoots. You heard? I'm just keeping it real. It's nasty work. They let them jokers come over here and they laid out the red carpet, bro. And they got defiant. They was like, oh, okay, it's sweet over here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Land of the milk and honey. They got all that. We got nothing. 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 Think about that. We got nothing. And you wonder why people are ready to go to ride behind Trump. Can you blame them? I mean, come on. Can you blame them? What are you doing for them? What are you doing for us? You're taxing. Pay this, pay that. And then, boom. You leaving people over in Afghanistan who helped you, equipment, all kinds of stuff. Then we just letting people come on over, just come on through, get bust them. You know, it's a dirty game, man. Politics is a dirty game, bro. Seriously, it's a necessary evil, but it's a dirty game. It's dirty. It's nasty, man. It takes a certain individual to muck through all that. It takes a certain character of a person to open themselves and to go through all of that swamp and that cesspool of lies and deceit and whatever else, corruption. I'm just talking in politics as a whole. You know what I mean? I'm not talking no specific region. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? So it's all go hand in hand. As a nation, we got to do better. I think. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so invested in the youth and just trying to keep them positive. Trying to keep them on a career track. Like, think about what you want to do. Think about, if you like video games, think about developing a game. Learn how to do that. Whatever you do, whatever you seek out as far as employment or whatever, be the best in that. If that's what you want to do, you just want to work. Be the best at it. You want to create. Be the best at it. You know, find your niche. Be the best at it. You know what I mean? That's the education right there. That's the science. Develop a regiment and just grind. Be the best at it. Then you'll get your perks. You'll know how to maneuver, navigate. Perks will come within. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep pushing though. The grind don't stop. But that's why your voting's important too. Because that can help your grind if that politician is true to he or she word. You know what I'm saying? Because they all get corrupt once they get in. It's just the way it is. It's sweet. It's sweet once you get in the White House. Ooh! You ain't got to drive your car. You got everything's there. Restaurant right there in the White House. Everybody cooking for you. All that. Concerts. You fly every exotic country you want to fly to on business or whatever. It's sweet. Air Force One. It's sweet. And as far as your legacy, get your library. Try to do the best you can. That's all you can do. Because they already know we don't ask for much. It's all about imagery. How they look in the suit sometimes. You know, how they look in photo ops. You know, that's really, if you get right down to it, it's all kind of superficial, to be honest with you. What are they really getting done? But they do have the power of the pen, and they can just sign one little bill, and they can change the course of history, just like that. That's why we as a nation, when we vote, have to really weigh our vote. Like, do we really want this person in the White House? Let's just keep it a bean. Something to ponder. Anyway, I'm gone, man. Peace. Get back to watching these football games as usual. Peace and prosperity. One.